Oh, hey there guys, and good morning, afternoon or evening, wherever and whenever you are, and welcome. I completely forgot we had this thing. I was just pressing buttons, I completely forgot we had that. But as I was saying, good morning, afternoon or evening, wherever and whenever you are. Welcome back to yet another Terraria episode here in Ada Outpost. If you don't remember last episode, we had a battle with the Eye of Cthulhu, which ended up with us getting this Tendon Bow, this Zealous Bloodlust Cluster, and this Flesh Catcher. As well as we started some terraforming here in the desert by the Oasis. We did some exploration down here, and we started digging out an area all the way over here that will, in the future, eventually end up becoming a sort of mausoleum for us to house a graveyard biome. Now, I've been doing some thinking about how I want this mausoleum area to look, and I've sort of been flitting between a few ideas, between having it look more like a mausoleum, more man-made, or having it look more like a cave, sort of, and be sort of like a cursed area. There's a zombie here, gotta deal with that guy. And I'm thinking of doing a sort of mix between the two, of having like a mausoleum and a bridge over it in like the actual dip itself, but having like a sort of cave area that's sort of like dark and cursed leading into it. But either way, to have this, we're going to need to do a bit more digging out. So what I'm going to do to start off today's episode is mine out the area here, and I think I'm gonna have it start like here, sort of more heading upwards, because I mean we're gonna have to have it come out to the surface at some point. But wait, there's zombies all over me today. I mean, I know it, I guess it's nighttime and all, but still it's a little bit annoying when you're trying to do some terraforming, which I think I mentioned it last time. I'm really bad at terraforming in this game. At least I don't think I'm that good at it, personally. But I've been, as I mentioned a few times so far in the series, I've been trying to sort of, move out of my comfort zone a bit and experiment with some new building styles. But I'm thinking what we do here is we have the cave level off a little bit more before coming up to the surface. So coming through here, and I think we're gonna have to destroy a few trees obviously, but I think we're gonna end up coming up like, yeah, about here. So we're gonna have to chop down this here tree, but I'm thinking of like, yeah, having it come out like this, and there's so many mobs here. Ow. I thought I dealt with you, eyeballs. Did you not get the message when I got rid of the big one that you guys, if you messed with me, would also hit the same fate? Guess not. But I mean, starting off, we're gonna have like it open up like that and then come on in. But I mean, we're gonna need like a larger cave than this. So what I'm gonna do is do some more work, sort of clearing out like the ceiling area, and I will get back to you guys, I think, when this is not necessarily done, but when it's looking a little bit nicer. So without further ado, let's do this. I had no idea all this lead was here before. There's more copper as well. What? I don't know why I didn't grab all of this ore before. But either way, guys, as you can see, I've done a bit of work trying to widen up this cave. And I need to, if I can get the right tool selected, that would be helpful. I need to fill in this area up here. But as you can see, I've made it quite a bit wider. I've tried to keep it looking relatively natural. Like I said, I don't think I'm the best at this, but I can certainly give it my best attempt. And I mean, I don't think this looks too bad, where it's sort of like thin at the entrance and then it widens out in this bit, and then we're gonna get thinner as we come up here before coming out to the surface up here. I mean, yeah, I don't think this looks too bad. I mean, it could always be better. Like, it could always be better. But it's good enough for now. So, what I am gonna need to do is take a hammer here and start sort of making this look smoother, I suppose. I mean, I am gonna actually quickly replace all of the outermost blocks with dirt. I will replace it later again. I think I mentioned this last time as well. I will replace it later to get that like nice variation in there. But for now, I just want it all to be dirt. Makes it a bit sort of easier to work with and see how everything's coming along. So, coming down here and sort of hammering away at some of these blocks. I mean, I don't think this looks too bad now. I mean, as well, we could just do stuff like that and have like small, I suppose, indents in the blocks. But yeah, I mean, I don't think all of this looks that bad, to be honest. I mean, I think I would prefer this, actually coming back and looking at it, to just be flat. But there we go. And so now coming through, and the ceiling should be easier because it will, there's no like half blocks that we can have on the ceiling or anything. So it is just going to be all slopes. But coming through here and sloping all of it off, I'm not very good at using this grapple hook. I mean, grapple hook wise, my favorite has got to be the lunar hook, but obviously we're not going to be getting that anytime soon. But I mean, a gem hook works for now. I do definitely prefer ones like the lunar hook, or even like the dual hook, or like the gel or spider hook, where it's got like multiple things so that when you shoot out, you don't like drop and then start flying towards from a new way, or like you can have shoot multiple out to sort of balance yourself in the middle of something, or like with the gem hook, where with the not flying out, where you don't shoot out multiple, but you do like stay in place while you're waiting for the new one you're shooting out to like reach its target. But either way, our next job will be to clear out all of these background walls, which, I mean, could take some time. So what I'm going to do is, while I'm doing this, I want to sort of explain how I want this cave to look, because obviously the graveyard biome creates ectone mist, and you can use that to make like the natural background walls that you find around that you can't really harvest with like these ones. You can make these ones, for example, and you can make some really nice like stone ones that look like sort of stalagmites and sort of cracked and sort of, I guess, creepy and haunted. And so I want to make some of those and make this area look sort of cursed. I might I might build some more houses and try and get the painter to move in so I can get some grey paint and go back to those trees and try and find a living wood and living leaf wand to try and have some like greying cursed tree roots and leaves sort of like filling this place as well. I mean, if I had the mechanic, I would use actuators as well to add them to the background where you can still walk through them, but we haven't been to the dungeon yet, obviously, so we do not quite have that luxury of building. However, we can always come back here and adapt it later when we get stuff. For example, I quite like having pillars in my builds usually that I usually actuate, or sometimes like when I build like ice castles sometimes, for example, and I like having pillars in them, but I don't always have the actuators at the time I start building them. So I usually just leave some blocks out where you can walk through them, and then when I get actuators, I just finish off the pillar and actuate it all so you can walk through it. But either way, I've gone on a bit of a rant here. So what I'm going to do is go right ahead and clear out as many of these background walls as I can really be bothered to at this point in time. And afterwards, I'm thinking of starting work on that sort of bridge design. So I'm maybe not necessarily getting the whole bridge done, but at least like mapping out the sort of arc of the bridge, the materials I'm planning on using for it, that sort of thing. And I might actually end up doing some more exploration today. I want to see if we have some, I don't think we do, but I want to see if we have some gravitation potions to try and go looking for some sky islands. There's some quite useful stuff you can find up there, like lucky horseshoes, for example. But yeah, as I was saying, what I'm going to do is clear out as many of these background walls as I can really be bothered to. At this rate, I mean, we've already done a decent chunk of it, so we'll probably end up being all of them. But I'll see you when it's done. Let's do this. Only a few more to go. There's so many like slimes out today. It's not even a slime rain. I don't know. I mean, it's a normal rain, but I don't know. Like, I know they're really the only enemy that particularly spawns out in like the daytime in this biome. But like, I feel like there's a lot more than I usually find. This is the forager curse. It's hit me. It's hit me here in Terraria as well. Yeah, permanent slime infestation it seems. But either way, as you can see, we've cleared out all of the background walls in the tunnel itself. And yeah, I mean, I am thinking now of coming through here. Where's Stars and Mist? Putting you in there. And I mean, I want to look of, yeah, no, we don't have any gravitation potions. However, what we do have is stone materials. So what I want to do to start with is make a bunch more stone slab, as well as a bunch more stone brick, because I want to use this to start building like both the bridge and also the like actual mausoleum structure itself. Because, well, I say it's going to be a mausoleum, it's more just going to be some gravestones with like a fence behind it. But I mean, I think it'll end up looking quite nice. Hopefully, it should end up looking quite nice. But I mean, we'll see. If it doesn't, we can always scrap it and start again. But I mean, that wouldn't be ideal, per se. But either way, coming over here, what I want to do for this bridge is sort of... I mean, I'm probably going to have to chop down these trees to start off with. But I want to start by having... sort of like... can I make this jump? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... have it sort of come out like this and be like like an arching stone bridge, if that makes sense. I don't know if basically I want it to be like a stone bridge that comes over here, and then there'll be all the gravestones under here. I think I've explained it enough. But either way, what I need to do is re-hammer all of these back to normal, and then hammer out this like that. And then I'm thinking of having... there's so many flying fish as well now. I don't like these flying fish enemies. They're just kind of annoying. Okay, but having this stone brick like this. And I mean, I think this like here doesn't actually look too bad. I mean, obviously I'd put a wall over it, but alright. I'm thinking I want to see what gems we have. Actually, no, I don't want gems. I want to see what blocks do we have. What kind of... I want to take some of these and see what it would look like if I use these in the base of the bridge. Because I don't... like, all of the metal bricks are like blocks that I don't usually build with, so I actually have no idea what these look like. I mean, I quite like them personally. I think these could like add just a bit of color to it and make it look a bit more interesting. Because right now it is just very grey. There's just, I mean, obviously there's the different textures of the stone, but it's still just like stone. So it is still just grey. And I'm hoping adding in this lead brick, even though they're like, there isn't much of it. I'm hoping... I mean, I feel like it could look nice if I got it in like a good place. Maybe, maybe it's like here. I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna fit. I mean, oh, we got a guitar. I'm a musician. I'll serenade our guys back in town later. I'll do that later. But I mean, as I was saying, I don't know if this lead brick is actually going to fit in with the design at all. I mean, yeah, no, I don't think it's going to fit in with the design. But what should hopefully fit in is if I mean, first of all, I said I'd do this, so if I just lower the music quickly and just say, ladies and gentlemen, residents of Adder Outpost, welcome to my lovely song performance. We are building a small graveyard, but we have a lot of slimes. So it is kind of annoying to deal with them, but it's fine, cause we're all happy together. Yay! Okay, that was a terrible song. I'm never I'm not doing that again. That was terrible. Have fun remixing that, everyone. If you do decide to. But as I was saying, what I want to do is come over here to good old bars and gems chest, and come up here and make a bunch of, first of all, lead fences. But I also want these stone slab walls and these grey brick walls. So, coming down here and putting away this lead, what I'm going to do is actually, I might sleep until morning. Hopefully hopefully the rain will go away. Actually, no, I'm not going to sleep until morning because I want to see if a certain type of enemy shows up. And you might know what kind of enemy I'm on about. I mean, there's a demon eye there. That was not the one I was on about. I'm looking. There they are, for raincoat zombies. And I'm hoping to potentially get a rain hat. So, what I'm going to do is spend some time here fighting off the enemies until it hits morning. And I'll see you guys when that's done. So, let's do this. So guys, unfortunately, as you can see, I did not get the rain hat that I wanted, but I did get this demon eye banner. Now, I'm actually recording this clip like 4 or 5 days after the other clip. That's just because I had some stuff I needed to get done, but that is all done now, and I am ready to get back into finishing. Well, I say finishing, adding some more touches to this bridge, and I have actually been tinkering with a few designs I have in mind for it, and I thought it was morning, but I suppose not. As I was saying, I've been tinkering with a few designs I have for it, and I want to try out, first of all, getting the top section at least looking decent for now. I may need to wait for a traveling merchant with some specific items in their inventory to show up, but what I'm thinking for now is getting rid of this demon eye and this one. But oh, and this one. There's a wow. It would have been really funny if that arrow hit that guy. But coming on over here, and to start off with, setting up the basic wall here. But also setting up here a small extra detail I wanted to add, which is part of the reason why I have these lead fences. I figured adding some bars would be an interesting addition to it. And I mean, I don't think it looks too bad. This one shouldn't be there. that should be here. I mean, yeah, I don't think it looks too bad. I can potentially have it more like this. I definitely like the idea of having the bars. But I think maybe having something... Okay, what I'm gonna do is completely scrap this. And, I mean, I'm also going to mine that block there because I need to get rid of it. But what I'm gonna do is scrap this for now. And see... Because I definitely want this design with the bars. I'm thinking of, because we definitely have to have just a straight stone around it like this. I reckon having throughout like that would be nice. Oh, and then yeah, maybe actually potentially like that. So have it like this, where we had the bars before. But maybe as well as an extra detail on top of all of these, we add, yeah, an extra little spike in. Okay, I actually think that looks quite nice now. Yeah, I think that looks quite nice there. But with that, I also have some. Oh, it's a blue slime banner. A banner. A blue slime banner. I don't know what a banner is, but I know what a banner is. But as I was saying, I have some ideas for some interesting looking supports as well, and I'm going to start with this one, and it would come down here like this and hammer off sort of like this and have some sort of broken bits, but then also have these bars coming out of it like that as well. Sort of try and, I guess, mimic how, like, sort of, you know how like buildings have steel support beams in them? That's sort of the look I want to go with there. But have one there and then one here, maybe potentially dropping down lower. And then it could look like there was once like support beams here, but they've since sort of been broken and torn off in a sense. And then this one would be, could come down like that. And then yeah, come up with the sort of reinforced beams like that. I don't think it looks too bad. I reckon I need to add more here, and I think potentially some stuff like this could look not too bad. So I mean, yeah, I don't think this looks all too horrible, and looking at that, there is actually a traveling merchant that has arrived. So what I'm going to do is pop on back to Add Outpost and check out Romeo's wares. And, oh, property of Rainbow. No idea who Rainbow is. There's a DPS meter here that I would like to get, but unfortunately, I cannot afford it. But what I can do is head on back to this bridge area and do some more work sort of polishing it up. Now that I've got the basic structure of it, how I want it to look, I don't think it looks too bad, but I feel like there could be a little bit of polish added onto it, just to sort of finish it off. So, coming back on over here, I mean, first step is I want to finish off having it like this, and then have again, like on that side. I think actually having it uneven doesn't look too bad. Have it like that, and then have it still over here be sort of like broken up like the dirt. And then it sort of looks like, yeah, it sort of looks like this was put on here like a long time ago, if that makes sense. And now it's sort of weathering away and decaying. And I think I actually want to increase the height of these so I can stick a torch on both of them. Yeah. Yeah, I quite like how this looks now. I think, okay, there's one more thing I think I could do, which is to add a bit more shape into the underside of the bridge where the supports are, because it does kind of look a bit thin at points. At like certain points it looks thin compared to others, so I reckon potentially something like this could look not too bad. And have that come down here like that. Yeah, I mean, I don't actually think that looks too bad. And then I could always try again with these just to add them in. I mean, oh, I know what I could do. With the lead bricks to add some color to it to stop it looking so bland, I could occasionally add the odd lead brick instead. Sort of make it look weathered, and then also like, okay, maybe not those, but potentially have like the odd support beam down here as well. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good now. I'm pretty happy with that bridge now. I'm not going to start on the actual like area down here until next episode probably, but what we've got up at the top, I am actually a pretty big fan of. So, with that done, I think I'm going to call it there for today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I mean, I'm going to quickly, you know, sort out my inventory. I'm gonna keep that guitar on me, the rain song, even though I'm terrible at playing it. And I'm going to quickly sell this to good old friend Milton here. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making this video. It's always a blast playing Terraria, as I've said multiple times. It's probably one of my favorite games. But if you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and share my channel with your friends to help me grow. But either way, make sure to look out for next time and the release of my good song, We Are Building a Graveyard. It's a terrible song. I'm not singing that again. Either way, as I was saying, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.